Welcome to our Amud Yom Shir. We are learning now Maseches Kiddushin, Daf Chavtes Amud Aleph. Welcome to everybody here in Avos Shalom. Everybody who came this morning, everybody who's joining us on Zoom, everybody who's watching us on Torah Anytime or in the YouTube channel. So today, before we start the Shir, I would once again allow me to stand on the soapbox a little bit. And if anybody listens to me out there, I have a message to tell the world once more. Yeah. What is it this time that I want from you? Basically, we learned yesterday that one of the commitments of the father towards his son, one of the obligations of a father towards his son, is to teach him a profession, right? If you don't teach your son a profession, then indirectly, what's going to happen? He will become a listim. He will have no source of income, right? No source of income, because the Mishnah spoke about a more like a patriarchal, male-oriented society. Women hardly worked back then. You see in the Gemara that women work, but they're not the main supporter. Not like today, when some families, the wife is the main supporter. So back then, if you don't allow your child to, if you don't support your child by teaching him a profession, then at the end of the day, he will not have a profession. His wife, needless to say, won't have a profession. And then what's going to happen? They're going to start stealing. And that's really bad. So you have to teach your child a profession. Okay. Now, let's remember that what is mentioned before that, it says that what does the father have to do towards his son? He has to do bris milah, pidyon, teach him Torah, right? And then make sure he gets married and teach him umnus. So first of all, earlier in the list is to teach him Torah. And we all know that teaching Torah comes before teaching umnus. Why? Torah gets a person to Olam Haba, and umnus to Olam Hazeh. Our entire idea of living in this world is to reach Olam Haba. If your son will be a choshev, a doctor, lawyer, architect, high-tech senior person, but he will be complete Amaretz, things are real, you miss the boat, because then in Olam Haba, where is he going to be? The second point I want to make is that as much as we want to help our children get a profession, unfortunately, some people take it to an extent, they exaggerate it, and they take it to the wrong extent. 1 second. Okay. Now, I recently saw a title in the newspaper, a headline saying that people are angry with universities because now universities are very much not exactly pro-Jewish or pro-Israel or pro-Zionistic, and they are becoming very nasty towards us. And that's why university is not a good place. You understand that? In other words, those universities taught kfira, atheism, everything against Hashem, preachers, LGBTQX. I don't follow all the letters of all the different perversions in the world. They're all pro that, and that's not a reason to say university is not a good place. That's okay. University that talks against the Kodesh Baruch Hu, they teach Talmud and they make fun of the Talmud, they make fun of the Torah, fun of Hashem, koifer in the Torah, Bible criticism. But my son has to go there. Why? Because my son wants to study. That's what somebody will tell me. All kinds. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Like he needs to learn that combined specific degree, combining Icelandic philosophy with biotechnological black holes. I don't know. That's what he has to learn. That's why he has to go to university. Everyone's going. No Jewish presence. Everything is kfira. Sitting amongst chicks. Oh, and then he needs a profession. Come on. People take it to the wrong extent. You want your son to have parnasa. Not every parnasa befits everybody, and if there are plenty of higher education institutions today that keep boys and girls separate, maybe not all over the world, in Israel, in America, you have places where people can learn things in a kosher way, yeah, and if somebody has to get a degree, that's where they should go. If you have to go to university, then it has to be done with a very, very close guidance of the Torah. I'm not saying, no, I'm not a poisek, but it's not simple to send a child to university. I've seen myself, and it hurts me. That's what I'm talking. I usually don't talk like that. I've seen myself. I saw girls that came from Mesorti homes. She married a goy, so she had to go to Goyish university because that degree. I know personally such a person. She's not but from a very traditional Sephardi home. She ended up marrying a goy. Why? Because she went to university where everyone's going. Why? Because that particular degree that she had to have is all around God. This broke my heart. And then you see many, many people go down spiritual university, and because everybody knows what goes on there, priestess and kfira, it's very, very sad. So don't tell me that because of this Gemara, the teacher son umnus doesn't mean at all costs. Yeah, it doesn't mean that. You have to really calculate and think of what you do before you send a child there. Off the soapbox and back to the Gemara, but this is just what I had to get off my chest today. Thank you. I feel better now. Thank you for listening. Maybe you're going to charge me now 300 shekels. Yeah, okay. Fine. Thank you very much. I'll stop the